Alright guys, so I just got these back from paint. I got them color matched the truck. I wanted to do a quick little video on how to install them and how to level them. Because I mean, a lot of these trucks, a lot of the older style trucks, the new mirrors, you always see the, you know, they're always angled up and it looks kind of dumb. My old ones I did this with, it's actually pretty easy to do. But yeah, I'm excited to put these on there. I'm also gonna do, show you guys how to wire in. This is the wire, but it's this right here. You can wire it up to your reverse light or your cargo light, either one. But other than that, it's pretty much plug and play. It is plug and play right here. But they're very easy to install. I guess the only tricky part would be wiring, if you don't know how to wire, because it's not plug and play. But yeah, let's get started. All right guys, so what you need, you're gonna need a Torx to get under here. There's a little bolt in here you pull out. You're gonna need something to pull this off. You can probably just use your fingers. You need this piece out because there's a 7mm bolt behind it. You need to pull this piece back. There's a little plastic tab or a little push pin that comes all the way out. And you got one more right there, which is a 7mm. And once you get all this off and get the plugs out, well, first you're gonna want to pull this piece out right here, this little plastic cover. It just comes right off like this. And so behind here you got 10mm bolt or nuts, and there's 3 of them. And so that's what holds your mirror in place. And I mean, it's pretty easy. So that's really all you need just to replace the mirror. But wiring, you're gonna need a little bit more, but it's still pretty easy stuff. All right. Next, I'm gonna pull this piece out, and then I'll pry this piece out. All right, so I got everything pretty much not out yet, but accessible to pull the bolts out. This one pulled out right here. It's a Torx. This one stays in, but I pulled this plastic piece around it to get it out of the way. You also got this little plastic piece. You can pull that right out. I'm probably gonna use a screwdriver, but it's easy. All right, so I pulled this bolt right here out. Now I gotta pull this one out. If I can get it up in there. Got it. All right, once all those bolts are out, and this plastic piece right here. All right, so that's off. This is just gonna lift straight up and out. Let's see. Just like that. Now you can access your mirror stuff, like all your cords for your mirror, connections for the mirror, and all that. So, all right. So once you got this off and accessible, you're gonna pull this plug right here and this blue one out. This blue one. And that's right here. That connects to your previous mirror. If you already got a power mirror, it's right there. So I'm gonna get all the zip ties, cut those, and get it free. And I'm gonna pull the 3 bolts that are behind this foam piece. Alright guys, so 3, I already loosened them, they're 10mm. Those 3 are gonna come out, the mirror will come right out, and you'll just pull this right through. So this part is pretty self-explanatory now that you know how to get, you know, the old one out. The new one, obviously gonna put the plugs right through there. I'm gonna zip tie them back in these spots from here all the way down to here. And then I'm gonna run it right back into the door. Put all these back in. This is my tweeter, so that's gotta be plugged back in. Here is the light bulb. And then pretty much do the same thing on the other side. I mean, it's pretty easy. And then I'll show you guys how to level them after this. The door back on. I got the mirror all hooked up. The mirror pretty much, this cord right here, this plug wire goes all the way down up into here. There's 2 plugs, like I showed you. It's pretty easy. And I got all that buttoned back up. The only thing we need to do now is you can kind of You can see how it kind of angles up. All the mirrors, all the new ones seem to do that. But so these three plugs come on the mirror. These go up in here on the where the window switch and all that it goes, and this one right here plugs into this little cord right here, this little plug. So that goes into there. I got these onto this. I wrapped it with electrical tape, so I'm gonna put it through there. It's gonna go through this little boot here. I'm gonna use this to pull it through. It's already in there. And then these, like I said, on the other side. So these three plugs come on the mirror. These go up in here on the where the window switch and all that it goes, and this one right here plugs into this little cord right here, this little plug. So that goes into there. I got these onto this. I wrapped it with electrical tape, so I'm gonna put it through there. It's gonna go through this little boot here. I'm gonna use this to pull it through. It's already in there. Okay, so here's the end of it. Like I was saying, it goes right into this one right here. Alright guys, so you can see it's all twisted. I usually drill and twisted it, that way you're not working with all these loose wires, and it looks a little cleaner and a lot easier to work with. So the easiest way to do it, like I said, I'm gonna run this wire up under there, up in there maybe, or I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna try to run it up under there, and then I'll tuck it up under the carpet right there. But the best way to get it through there would be to get something like this rod. I mean, this is like one of those little mechanical finger type things. You can use this or a metal rod, tape it to a metal rod. That way you can get it exactly where you want, you know, because I want it right in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. So like I said, you can see the wires going through here. Obviously I showed you guys how to do that. That's in there. I got it up there. It's actually behind here, behind the carpet. You can just pull it back. You can kind of see it right there. So it's really clean. And you pretty much just tuck the carpet back where it was, you know. Alright guys, so instead of going to the cargo light, like I said, I'm just gonna wire it up to the trailer backup light. So anytime I go in reverse, those lights are gonna come on. But these are these butt connectors are they're heat shrink ones. So I'm gonna heat shrink these, and then I'm gonna use the real heat shrink under the hood. And I'm gonna be using that whatever it is. I have it here. It's called add a circuit. Pretty much, you just add another fuse under the hood there. And we're gonna run the power off of this, which makes sense, obviously. And I'm gonna run the ground under here. So, alright guys, so these are all heat shrunk. Like I said, this black wire is gonna go up in here, and it's gonna be ran to the ground, and then or I can run it into the door somewhere right here, but I'm probably just gonna run it right up in here. And then this is the power wire. This is gonna go under the hood, up through there, into the fuse block. Guys, so I have it ran up under there now, through the firewall. And then I have it wired in right here to trailer backup. So it's right there. So I have it in there. I have this ran all the way to the firewall. I shrink wrapped it right here. And so now what I'm doing is I'm gonna put this ring terminal on here, and I'm gonna ground it out right there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cleaning all this up, zip tying everything out of the way, and make it look a little cleaner. Then I'll put the dash back in, and I'll get started on leveling them. Alright guys, so I zip tied everything up there, got it pretty neat. And now I'm gonna put this dash back on, and then I'll start leveling them, and that should be pretty easy. Alright guys, so I'm gonna do reverse, drive, reverse, Alright, now we're gonna get started on the mirrors. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pry this piece out. Use a screwdriver or whatever. Just try not to break the tabs inside of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out real quick and I'll show you what we gotta do. Alright guys, so I got the cover off. So what we're gonna do to do this is we're gonna take out these top bolts. You unscrew them, loosen up the bottom ones. We're gonna pull the top ones all the way out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put nylon spacers. I use nylon spacers. I used them on my old mirror and they held up great. But we're gonna do nylon spacers in these top 2 bolts. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna pull this mirror down. You see how it's angled up? It's gonna level it back down. So let's get started. So this is what I did. I used 1/4 inch long nylon spacers. I'll show you what I did. I backed out all 4 of these bolts. The top 2 came all the way out. Make sure you don't let it, you know, hang on these 2. So kind of hold it up. But you can kind of see I put that nylon spacer right in there. See it? Right there. I don't know if you can see it good or not. And one right in there, under there. And so then I put it back in, bolted it back, screwed it back in. And now you can, without the cap back on, you can definitely see it's level compared to this side. I mean, that side's all angled up. See? Alright guys, so I got this all done. I put a little piece of plastic up in here behind this where it rotates on. This metal right here, it kind of pivots on that. I put a little piece of plastic that's with silicone on it, that way it doesn't move as much because it's going to be pushed off that other metal. It's supposed to touch that. So I put plastic in between, so it's just going to pivot off that plastic. But it's going to work fine. It's pretty sturdy in there right now anyway, so. Mirrors you get, what I did is, since this was being adjusted, what I did was I ground down this where it's gonna hit this piece up here and down here. I used a Dremel tool and kind of sanded it down a little bit. That way it fits better. I got this all leveled. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, way better. As you can tell on this side, definitely angled up. And this side, perfect. Alright, so now we're just gonna repeat the same process on the other side. You can see there's like a little tab right there and on this side. So what you really wanna do is you can get it from the front, but you're gonna risk busting this tab. This side's really made to come off first, the back side. So definitely do the back side first. That way you don't ruin this like I could have done. But it worked. I did the front on both sides and it didn't do anything bad, so it works. The same thing we did on the other side. Loosen the bottom ones, pull the top ones all the way out. Make sure you're supporting the mirror so it doesn't bend those bottom ones and this metal bracket. And so we're gonna pull out these. We're gonna put the nylon spacer in its place, put the screw back in. We're gonna leave everything loose. So we're gonna put I'm gonna put a plastic piece behind this like I did the other side. Is that metal? It's what pivots when you turn the mirror. And with those spacers, it pushes that off the piece of metal that it's supposed to pivot on. And so it wants to move up and down. Like it's not supposed to. This is fine, but it would be really loose up and down if you left it like that. So I'm gonna put a piece of plastic behind it so it can pivot off that instead of, you know, bouncing around. Guys, they're all done. I got these caps back on. I got the reverse, I guess they call them clearance lights, all wired up. And we're gonna see how they look. Way better, way better. Got them all leveled now. Yeah guys, so obviously it takes a little bit of time, you know, just a lot of prep work more than anything, you know, getting the door panel off, you know, that kind of stuff, and wiring. If you want to do the reverse or the clearance lights they call them, you know, that's probably the toughest part. You know, the leveling's pretty easy. Just those little nylon spacers is all you need. yeah, overall pretty easy. Obviously most mirrors, or pretty much every mirror is plug and play as far as the actual harness, as far as like the turn signals and defroster and all that, but it requires a little bit of wiring if you want it to function the whole, the whole way, because I mean these are going on older trucks, and they're, the new trucks, I'm sure everything's plug and play. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you aren't already subscribed, please do, and if you liked it, please give it a like, and thanks for watching.